Well, this is now the second test with the TCL SVC200. I have changed the resolution now to 720p or 720 at 60 frames per second. I've now altered the mic. I've changed the mic positioning and I've put a foam hood over the top of the mic itself to see if it makes any difference whatsoever. What I had noticed of the last two videos which I posted on YouTube, the footage of the previous two films, they'd been set at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Now, when I downloaded it onto the laptop and I viewed the footage, yeah, it was crystal clear. It was absolutely perfect. It was crystal clear, pin sharp, no jumping around whatsoever, and like I said, in my eyes, it was absolutely brilliant. It was absolutely perfect. However, what I hadn't realised at the time was when you download the footage onto YouTube, if you've shot your video footage in 1080p, YouTube actually compresses those files down and automatically alters the quality of the footage which you've shot. So the last two videos which I posted on YouTube, the footage themselves is a little bit jerky, and yeah, the images are a little bit fuzzy in places, and that's basically because I did not alter the resolutions myself on the Windows Movie Maker, which would allow for the poor quality on YouTube. So what I'm hoping is this time, having the camera preset on 720p at 60 frames a second, once I go into the editing suite on the Movie Maker, I should be able to also alter the different settings on there. I don't know what they are, and I don't know what they're called. I'm not technical when it comes to video footage and photography, so everything that I'm doing is basically just trial and error. Right, we're just on our way down the hill now. We're now heading down towards the city centre of Durham, and for those of you who don't know where Durham is, it's just south of Newcastle, and just southwest of Sunderland. So any football supporters out there who have heard of Newcastle United and Sunderland, yeah, I'm very close to those two cities. I'm not a footballer. I don't follow football myself. I have no interest in it whatsoever. It's just a personal thing. But I say that's where Durham is. It's right next to, or very close to, Newcastle and Sunderland. Yeah, and you might be able to make out Durham Cathedral just over the top of the river. Oh, what the hell is this donkey doing? Doesn't know where he's going, doesn't know what lane he wants to be in. Pratt's probably been on the drink all day. Yes, as I see on my last footage, I did actually say that I had the camera, or I'd posted something on there to say I had the camera set to I. So I have actually loaded it. Don't know if it's made a great deal of difference, but I'll certainly try it. And I'd also made some comment about the 3M Scotch tape which I'd used to fix the helmet camera onto the helmet. I must admit, I'm not really impressed with it. The 3M Scotch tape which I use is supposed to be a new turbo grip, And as I say, I'm not really impressed with it. It's got quite a lot of movement on it. So I am going to rethink. I'm going to rethink how I've actually got this fixed onto the helmet. And I think I'm going to have to put some extra securing tape on it. I don't know how the mic itself is actually coming across now. Because like I said, I've put like a foam cover hood over the top of the mic itself to make it into a condenser mic. So hopefully it might do the job. But I say this is only going to be a short video. The last videos that I put on, the first one was probably about 17 minutes, which is a little bit too long for a test. And the one after that, which would have been the second one, was about 11 minutes. That probably would have been a long one. It's just unfortunately I'm only using a 2 GB SD card in the camera at the moment because that's all I have. So I certainly won't be doing a long ride out. Oh dear, and I've just realised something. Oh goodness. My friend's daughter, stupid pillock. My friend's daughter left her phone and an iPad over somebody's house. And I said, oh, not a problem, I'll pick it up for you. I'm popping out on my bike for 30 minutes. I said, I'll pick it up for you and I'll drop it off. And of course I've driven straight past the junction which I had intended to come off. And hence that's why I had to swing all the way around the roundabout and go back on myself. So now we're starting to head back into Durham. Once I get around these few bends, I should have the cathedral in sight. This particular road, which is the A690 from Sunderland, this is the main dual carriageway that brings you into Durham city centre, and it does have quite a good view of Durham and Durham Cathedral as you're coming into Durham itself. So with any luck, once I clear the next bend, probably within the next 20 seconds, okay, I should be able to get a pretty decent shot of Durham Cathedral. Now if I wanted to, there's a bus lane there. Now I know it's only got bus lane on there. However, coming into Durham city centre, motorcycles can use that bus lane. And the reason for it is because the local authority, because they do a lot of maintenance work every 5 years and they have to plan it in advance for budgets. The local authorities basically said they won't be upgrading the signage on bus lanes probably for the next 3.5 years. So in 3.5 years time, when they start to change the signage on the bus lanes, there'll be little pictures of motorcycles and probably taxis on there. So if you're coming into Durham city centre and you want to use the bus lane, but the signage does not indicate the use by motorcycles, you can. It's just that the local authority just aren't prepared at the moment to put their hands in their pocket, spend a few pound and put some stickers on saying taxi and motorcycles. But you can actually use it. Okay, that was clarified by one of the police officers from Durham Constabulary. So perfectly legal, it can be done. Right, I'm just going to knock this video on the head, and I'll stop off and pick up this telephone and iPad and everything which this little girl's left, and I'll touch base with you probably a little bit later on. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that, and bye bye for now. I've got a funny feeling it hasn't even gone off.